Okay, so uh, today I will talk more about the how Netflix recommendation system works. So, have you ever wondered how Netflix or any other OTT seems to know exactly what you want to next watch next, right? Sometimes you watch a movie and next day or 10 minutes later there is a recommendation which looks like very much personalized for you only, right? It won't be shown to any other Netflix user or a profile or anything. So behind all these suggestion personalization, there is a very powerful data pipeline which is working 24 by 7, right? Now, this particular talk, I mainly concentrate on how that data pipeline work and how it will be used in the Netflix environment, right? So imagine this. Netflix has around 250 million users, right? That is like 25 crore users, millions of shows and movies, billions of viewers actions every day, right? So you can imagine the kind of data that is going into the Netflix, right? So there might be multiple structured table, there might be multiple no structured table, like no SQL table. There will be a lot of analytics going and passing around multiple platforms, etc., etc. Now, without organizing this data, you cannot do the proper recommendation to the users, right? So recommendation would be very random. Recommendation would be almost useless. Now here in this talk, what I'm saying is there is a 6-step data pipeline um, that prepares the data so that ML models can make smarter predictions, right? So that is this short talk is all about. Now, what is that data source, right? So imagine you as a user is watching a movie or a show or anything, right? Now, whatever action you do on Netflix, from the TV app or from the mobile app or from your computer browser or anywhere, like it collects data, right? It collects data about each and every action you do, whether that be clicking on particular movie, watching it, pausing it, and everything else, right? So it collects the data. Now, this data goes across multiple platforms. So, for example, if I am a user, there will be a user details, right? My name, my country, maybe my payment options, whatever uh, the personal information I have given. So this might be going to a structured table. Then there might be other systems like what all things I am clicking on the app. Achu, right? Like I said, so this data is getting saved in a structured database. Maybe it's like a MySQL or a Postgres or anywhere, or it might be going to a no structured data. Like it might be going to a platform like Amplitude or CleverTap or those kind of analytics platform or some other place like that. Now, this data is scattered everywhere, right? Now, what will a data engineer do at Netflix or these places? They will write a script to pull these data from all these platforms into a single platform, right? It's like gathering ingredients. You can imagine that way in a kitchen. So using Airflow from Apache or tools like that, it will gather everything and bring it over here. Now, this raw data, whatever comes into this warehouse, right? It is a messy data, right? By messy data, I mean like there will be a lot of duplicates, there will be a lot of errors, a lot of those kind of things. Now, you have to, what do you say, transform this data into a clean data set, right? So if you think of tools like Apache Spark or Pandas, for example, in Python, you can clean this one, remove the things and all. Now, once after you clean and everything, this data is stored into a powerful system like a Snowflake or imagine BigQuery, right? BigQuery is a fast cloud-based data from Google or a Snowflake or a Redshift even by AWS or anything, right? So it is kind of saved over there. Now, so the role of the data engineer ends here. Like he gets the data from multiple sources, he extract and clean it, right? uh, and then transform it and then put it into a data warehouse. Now, what happens? There are a lot of ML engineers out there in Netflix, right? Now, with this organized data, they develop machine learning models which study patterns, right? People who like this one will possibly like this particular thing, right? It can happen like that. Or how we can say this, this guy is a user who likes this genre of movie. So these ML models try to create model which predicts the happening. Now, once this ML models are done, this ML models actually determines the recommendation systems, right? So in that sense, that is the recommendation system that works. And finally, uh, if you think about it, after you do this recommendations, right? Um, that's where how the user will behave. So next time when you're watching Netflix and it suggests a perfect show, remember it all started with a well-cooked data pipeline. So data pipeline is very important here, and we have to understand how. Thank you, and see you in the next video.